War of Three Kingdom. Registration starts. Last time I think we got this guy. This time we have this guy, Wujing or Wujing. Monk. There is a journey family bonus for 1, 2, 3 heroes, 50, 75, and 100% chance to increase the duration of each status effect that is cast by the hero by 1, 2, 3 turns. So whatever he casts gets increased only by him itself by an extra turn. There is a passive health recovery, 50% chance to recover 10% health when they receive a buff or a positive stack. And the second passive is 50% chance to gain 10% mana when they receive a buff or a positive stack. They is the Journey family heroes. Going into the stats, 924 attack, 931 defense, and 1606 health. All three is a combo, high enough. Prayer of the Desert is the special at average speed, deals 610% damage to the target. That's a hard whack. Heals all allies for 40% of the dealt damage. That damage is very high, and these days we have HPs which are 200 plus because the double LB. This character gives a real hard whack, which means that heal is also pretty good. You can calculate that. When I tested him in beta, his heal based on the whack was averaging around 700, 800, 900 HP to all. So that's like a proper healer. And also kills one. And then the third portion is the crazy special, which is all allies get plus 45% chance to dodge special skills that deal damage for 4 turns. We know the dodgers. So a good hero impacts all with healing and dodges, but damages 1. Obviously with tiles, damages all. Damages whoever gets the tiles. So that's that. Going into the next one, Super Elemental Summon has got 2 heroes. I will first do the 4-star. Alfie. Ranger, it's a chance to bypass, to buy the talent route. Super Elemental family, we know what it does. There's power gems that gives those mini whacks, which help the 15 HP damage and generate those green gems, which really helps, the elemental gems. The passive, troops whacking extra, and the elemental damage receipt is minus 10%, so reduced damage. Going into the stats, 705 attack, 648 defense, and 1253 health. That's okay. Enchanted Symphony at average speed deals 200 damage to all enemies, and different elements get different ailments. Ice gets minus 30 accuracy, Holy gets minus 30 mana gen, Dark gets minus 30% defense, and Fire gets minus 30% attack. And all these elements to different elements is for 4 turns. This reminds me of Yakun. Very handy. And when I do the LB2, he would be a brilliant candidate for LB2, because then he can go and play with the big boys in the legendary club. And this really comes in very handy strategically during wars or any other play, tournaments and all competitive play. And plus he whacks all. So that is very useful, especially in events where one is dealing with things. And he comes in really handy because of whack all with such high attack stats is very handy in the events. I'll leave it at that. I praised him enough. Let's go to this fellow, Zuni, the legendary elemental hero of nature, wizard class. So based on buffs, he whacks harder. We know what this does. We also know what this does. Let's tone this down to more regular. 943 attack, 922 defense, and 1670 health. Similar to the War of Three Kingdoms guy. Hover, good stats. Hoverboard slam at fast speed. Deals 300 damage to the target. Straight whack. But if there is a ice target, which means if there's an ice fellow still alive in opposition defense, then if you target that one, deals 275% damage to all other enemies. So the ice target gets 300 whack and deals 275 damage to all other enemies. The hit enemies get minus 34 attack for 3 turns against ice, obviously, because last 2 turns longer is uncleansable. And also the hit enemies get minus 34% defense for 3 turns. And the same, ice characters. It lasts 2 turns longer and is uncleansable. Brilliant. Strategic, excellent hero. So some really good heroes have been released. Good luck to you for getting them, and congrats in case you've already landed up with them. Cheers.